Hey everybody, welcome back out to the range. Trigger Bar Philosopher. Today we're just going to be doing a quick little video looking at my Rock 5.7 by 28 reliability with some Speer gold dot rounds. Let's go. Also, if you checked out any of my previous videos, I recently had one on the Rock 5.7 by 28 and shooting some Speer gold dot ammunition. And in my ammunition test series, I've been looking at velocities and things like that. During that video, I did have some issues of reliability with it. And I counted them to the magazine and then my weird way that I was holding the gun on a bench rest. Today I've got the rest of my Speer gold dot loaded up and we're going to shoot a few rounds of it. And I've got some Fiocchi rounds in here too. Shoot a full magazine. I've cleaned the gun. Maybe that was the issue. Don't know. But I do like to check the reliability of my guns. I think it's important. I think that's an important point, is always making sure that the guns that you use, the guns that you depend on, are reliable and are in working order. So if you don't ever go out and test them, if you don't ever go out and shoot them, how are you going to ensure that they're in working order? So let's get a target. Got one up at 10 yards. Let's blast through this ammo and let's see what we get. All right, so we have our target at about 10 yards and got about 23 rounds loaded up in here, and let's have some fun with the Rock. 100% reliable. Well, that was fun. Maybe my shooting wasn't perfect, but it was fun to shoot around in there and get with it. Let's just have a little bit of an after action review with the PSA Rock. So at various times I have had issues with this. When have I had issues with it? So when I mounted the dot on it is when I first had issues. And the screws went down too far. I have a video on that talking about the mounting screws for a Holosun, especially the 507K series, onto the PSA Rock. You got to make sure that the screws are not too long, that they go in and break the striker assembly. I'll put a link to that video. Second time that I had an issue with it is I got primer debris when I was shooting some ammunition that was proven to be way too hot. It was blowing out primers. Debris got stuck in the striker assembly. Once again, had to fix it. Okay, so other than that, this Rock has been very reliable with a couple of other exceptions. So what are those? So when I've been shooting some AAC ammunition, I have a whole other video series on that, demonstrating its pretty low frequency rate, meaning like 1% or less than 1%. Do I get some stovepipes and some other things like that on the pistol? I am willing to accept that with AAC ammunition because I'm grateful for them pushing the envelope to bring another brand new case, meaning all the cases from FN, all the other ammunition out there is made by FN. AAC has brought out a new case, so has some more of these boutique ammunition manufacturers. But I'm super excited about that, and I'm willing to live with it until they get it right. I think there are some issues between the AAC ammunition and the chambering or headspace or whatever that's called in the gun. And so those are the times that I've had issues in it. Other than that, it's been very reliable. I have to say, I probably have over 800 rounds through this. I haven't quite done the burn-in that others have on these guns, but I think they are very reliable. One last point on reliability, and this goes for all 5.7 by 28 handguns, rifles, you name it. The pistol and the cartridge was designed that in order to, after it expands into your chamber, in order to come out, they're actually, for this round, whatever reason they did it, it has to be extracted with there being some lubrication or lubricity on the brass. So you'll notice all 5.7 by 28 ammunition has some kind of weird lacquer on it. And it is a lacquer. And over time, that lacquer will come off in your gun as it heats up and it's fired, and then it gets extracted. A little bit of residue gets left in your gun. You have to go in and clean a carburetor cleaner, which is what I did on this gun and recently, and then we see it functioning reliably again. I would probably do that after a couple hundred, 300 or 400 rounds. TFB TV did their burn-in of the Rock. They went 1,000 rounds, no problem. I think it can happen. I think it can be just fine, but just to be safe, I would probably clean my gun every couple hundred rounds, because there is that extra reason to do it, and a legitimate reason. There's lots of channels out here who have documented this lacquer buildup in the 5.7 by 28 round. So yeah, let me know what you think about the PSA Rock. Is this a keeper? I also have my M&P 5.7. Love that gun. If I were to choose between the two, I'd probably go with the M&P. I haven't had nearly the problems with it. It shoots just a little bit softer. But I love the Rock. I love the Rock so much, I have two of them. There's that. You can get them for smoking deals at Palmetto State Armory. I'm not telling you to buy one from Palmetto State Armory. I'm not affiliated with any gun manufacturer, blah, blah, blah. I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'm just me, idiot out on the range, doing my thing, telling you my experiences, all for entertainment purposes, because half the time I do something stupid and everybody gets a chuckle out of it. Beyond that, do what you want to do. That said, I own two of these. I have one in the M&P. I think I like the M&P just a little bit more. Let me know what you think. Please put your comments in the comment below. What other 5.7 by 28 content would you like to see? Hope everyone has a great day. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you and take care.